Good day, everybody. Happy Friday. Um, I am feeling 70% better than I did yesterday, which is good. And it's a perfect day to be feeling better because we'll be tackling the man, the myth, the legend today. We'll be talking about our illustrious dementia patient, uh, Mr. Tom, Mr. Tom, Mr. Tom. Welcome to the show. We'll be discussing the one, the only, the man who never misses unless it's a stare, Joe Biden. There are a few things. I can't do this. I can't do that. Trying to keep a straight face before I get. Okay. It's too soon. Too soon. It's too early. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a lot of show left. I've been trying to temper this thing, and whoo, he gives. Man, does he give. Okay, let's try again. What's up, everybody? We are going to be talking about the dementia wonder, Mr. Biden, the gift that keeps on giving, the man of 1,000 minds, and can't pick a single one. Oh, wow, this guy. Okay, so I don't know. I've been trying. I did good today. I did really good today. I avoided things Joe Biden related because I only had a certain few things that I wanted to go over about Joe Biden. The bigger things is his faux pas, but there's so many newsworthy things. But speaking to you guys about it's redundant. It's redundant because we all know this man has no intelligence. We all know Joe Biden is not a functioning human being. Chair, look, they can't be ashamed of themselves. Hunter is in that family. Hunter is in the family. There is no shame to be had if Hunter is in your family and you're not ashamed yet. If Joe is what your thing is saying that you should be ashamed, Hunter's in the family. If you weren't ashamed then, Joe ain't gonna make you ashamed. What's up, Nay? So I know you've all seen the clip I'm gonna show, and I know you've all heard the second clip I'm gonna show. But I wanted to show these particular two. One, to show you that the man is not fit for office physically, is fit mental and fit villainous. Oh, Joe Biden. He is not fit for office. So without further ado, let's show him. This is not Air Force One, contrary to what people say. This is Air Force Two. They will try push to you that this is Air Force One. I want you to go look up the video footage of each and see where the stairs are on each of them, and you tell me which one this is. I'm just going to leave that for your own research. You tell me which Air Force this is, and we'll go from there. Okay? Okay, here we go. Let's watch it again because it's good stuff. Notice no one goes to help this man. No one is in the vicinity to help him. No one from above, no one from below, not a soul. There's military everywhere. The president falls, and no one shows up on the staircase to say, yo, man, you all right? You good? And no one greets him at the door at all. That was sad. I'm sorry, but that was sad. Someone said they had waited to see if Kamala might have popped out the top and pushed him out back out the door. He didn't salute them at the bottom, no. And he said this half-assed one at the top. You know, I don't care what y'all think, bro. That's not the president. That's not even the original Joe Biden. That is some other thing. I don't know what that is, but that clearly ain't a human being. Like, how do you slip once? People at the bottom of the stairs, military, know you're of age and you're the president, and not a soul rushes to jump up to you and say, yo, he gonna fall all the way down. We probably should go catch him. Not one. Nobody. Okay. So, second. Yeah, he's worse than a puppet. He is worse than a puppet. He's like a garbage bag. Here's the man, the myth, the legend again. When he said that COVID deaths surpassed World War I, II, and Vietnam War. What's up, Deborah? Is Nicole in the house? I don't want to miss Nicole, and she didn't say I didn't see her. So when I look back at what he said, because I want to make sure that when I say he said something stupid, it really is stupid. In this case, he's not completely wrong because he did say American deaths. However, he is doing a false equivalency. He's doing an equivalency between American citizens and American soldiers that died during World War I, II, and the Vietnam War. Hang on 1 second. Let me make a quick phone call. False equivalency will never be the same equation. So, I want to hear from his mouth directly what he says. So no one's in, we don't get it misconstrued.
In the Vietnam War combined War II, then in World War I.
Let's go all the way back, shall we?
We mark a truly grim, heartbreaking milestone. 500,071 dead. That's more Americans who have died in 1 year in this pandemic than in World War I, World War II, and the Vietnam War combined.
All right. So we heard that. We heard that. All right. So let's find out if he is correct. How many American deaths were in World War I and II? Okay. In World War II, we had 291,557 U.S. soldier deaths. So let's add this number up, 291,557. Okay? Plus, now, how many U.S. citizens were killed in World War I? There were 116,708. Okay. So, all right. That technically should be up in 100. So we'll do 117. Okay. 117,000. Hang on. I want to make sure I get my numbers right. 291,557 plus 117. So that's 408,557 people. All right. 408,557. That's just the first two. Okay. You will understand why he's picking specific wars here and why he's picking large name wars and only going after U.S. U.S. Soldier deaths. Because if he were to pick actual deaths because of World War I, it'd be a pointless system to say. Because, mind you, not only soldiers died in World War I. This is where his equation becomes stupid. This is where his equivalency goes off the rails. Because if you're going to just count soldier deaths and not any other Americans that were overseas, then you've already lost the argument that you're trying to make, Joe Biden. You're already wrong. Already wrong. So let's add Vietnam. Vietnam's numbers are a little bit difficult to find for some reason here. So, U.S. and allied military deaths, 282,000. U.S. and allied military deaths, 282,000. That's a bit odd. Why would he add the Vietnam War in there? Doesn't make sense, does he? No, because you know what he's going to do? He's going to take the first year because he's saying, as you can hear, listen up closely to what he's saying here. In a year is what he's going to be trying to put it as. A year. He's going to just pick one of the years. Excuse me. Let him finish.
That's more lives lost to this virus than any other nation on earth.
That's more lives lost to this virus than any other nation on earth.
But as we acknowledge the scale of this mass death in America, we remember each person.
Mind you, this is reported. And however they feel like reporting those deaths, then we'll report those deaths. Otherwise, it's an iffy thing. Let's find out something, because I is curious. I am very curious. Now, I'm looking up here. So, in 2019, according to the American College of Cardiology, cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death among U.S. citizens. It is responsible for over, ready for this number? 840,768 deaths in America in 2016. From 2006 to 2016, the U.S. death rate decreased by over 18%. In 2019, coronary events are expected to occur in about 1 million individuals, including 720,000 new and 335,000 recurrent coronary events. Heart disease kills more people. Heart disease kills more people. Ain't that something? What's up with that, Joe Biden? How can you never compare that with World War I, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 combined? What is up with that? What is up with that? Now, let's see if we can find what the CDC has reported. Because they're so brutally honest about how many people have died from heart disease since COVID started, right? We all know they're the epitome of upstanding information. So let's see if we can find out age-adjusted death rates. Heart disease mortality by state. So here they have, in Michigan, 25,000 deaths. In Indiana, 14,000, 7,000 in Iowa, 15,000 in Missouri, 10,000 in Kentucky, Ohio, 29,000, 32,000 in Pennsylvania, 5,000 in West Virginia, 19,000 in Georgia, 6,000 in Nevada, 4,000 in New Mexico, 46,000 in Texas, 6,000 in Kansas, 1,000 South Dakota, 11,000 in Washington State, 7 in Oregon, 62,000 in California. So how about we do a little experiment, shall we? Since they're so reluctant to put it all on one sheet, because they'd much rather put COVID as a blanket number everywhere, but you ask for heart disease, Here's a chart of America, and some and the numbers. Go. You can look at that. So we'll do the work because that's what we do. We have no problem doing the work. None. So let's do the work, shall we? Because I'm gonna do it. This is for 2019. In fact, let's see if we can do 2000. Oh, they don't even have 2020 up. Amazing. They have COVID numbers out for 2021, but you don't see any mortality since 2019 for heart rate, heart disease. What's up with that? Hold on. So you have the death rates for COVID up to now, but you don't have the death rates for heart disease through 2021, just 19, since just before COVID kicked in. I have a suspicion it's because you don't want to see us to have us see you fudging those numbers and seeing the correlation between the two. I have me a suspicion. I have me a suspicion. National health statistics, eh? Well, let's start doing our numbers, shall we? 862 plus 7128. In fact, I'll make sure I share this page with you so you can see what I be doing so you can be doing it too. Da, da, da. All right. You guys can see that nice and clean, okay? Make sure you guys can see this. Kablam. Nice, big, clear, and open. You see the numbers I'm popping up when I go over, right? Perfect. So here we go. I added this one and this one already. And now let's go to California. 62,394. Let's do plus 60,294 plus Nevada 6,864 plus, let's jump back down here, 843 12,587. Okay. We're already at 101,000. Okay. Utah, 3882. Plus. Idaho, 3,061. Plus. Montana, 2,290. 1,067. Plus. Colorado, 7,762. New Mexico, 4,245. Plus. Texas, ooh, a whopping 46,139. Oh, look at this. No one died in these states from heart attack. ain't nobody in these states, nobody had any heart disease death in these states. People. Nobody in these states died from heart disease in 2019. You want to preserve your heart? Move here. I digress. Kansas 6140. Oh my goodness gracious, people. Nebraska 3540. South Dakota 1840. North Dakota 1448. Minnesota 8401. Iowa 7505. Missouri 15018. Illinois 25690 plus Wisconsin 12241 plus Michigan 25547. Indiana 14555. Kentucky 10742. Georgia 19543. Florida, what did you die like, Florida? Oh my goodness, 47144. Oh wow. South Carolina 10579. The numbers are climbing, guys. In case you don't know, this number is getting up there. North Carolina 19617 plus Virginia 15062 plus West Virginia 5087 plus Ohio 29160 plus Pennsylvania 299 plus Maryland 11770. Oh, look at that. Delaware. That's his favorite place. 53 plus Virginia 15. Is that counted here already? Good. Okay, never mind. They put that little subsect there. New Jersey 18716 plus New York 43806 plus Connecticut 7354 plus. Guess what number we already beat, by the way? 2404. Just give me a guess what number you think we've already surpassed. Massachusetts 11761 plus Maine 2940 plus, and New Hampshire. I'll even ignore New Hampshire. I'll ignore New Hampshire. So please, how is it that he has to run to World War I, II, and whatchamacallit, Vietnam War to get numbers that would not surpass the COVID death? Okay. How? How is that? Please. I don't understand it. Can somebody make sense of it? So you're telling me that places like Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama and Tennessee where most of the fried foods on God's green earth shows up, ain't nobody have heart disease in them places. That what you trying to tell me? Are they legitimately trying to tell me that those places, no heart disease? No heart disease death in 2019. They lived the most clean life. That Bubba ate a bunch of stuff, but he ain't going dead from heart attack. Well, Nicole, we ain't even counting the flu. I just decided to check with just heart disease. I am just checking heart. I'm giving him one. I ain't even going to go against the flu. I'm going with something completely way more detrimental. They don't shut down no fryers. They don't shut down fairs. They don't take back the rights for oils. Lard don't get taken off the shelf. Almost like they understand it's a damn choice if you want to eat fatty and fried foods. But again, you got Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama. Right? Alabama. Not to mention Louisiana. None of them places had heart disease deaths in 2019. Let me give you the number that I came up with without the heart disease central states left out, okay? With all those states, we know for a fact that the heart disease originates. They'd had none. So without them, without those, 582,086 people died of heart disease, heart ailments, complications in 2019. So, Donald, please, you tell me, do you believe this BS about Louisiana not having any heart disease deaths in 2019? Please, Donald, I'm asking the professional here. Do you guys have a cure for heart disease? Y'all need to share that stuff. Don't be selfish. Come on, Donald. I'm waiting for your answer, man. You have to help me out here, because if that's where you is, you have to tell me how crazy I am for thinking that somehow they lots of COVID deaths, but they don't ever die from heart disease. Thank you, Donald. I'm glad a man with logic and sense is on here too, from Louisiana. Now, mind you, I'd love me some fried foods. I have nothing against feeling my heart say, dude, enough. But this nonsense here that they feed people, and they're idiots that believe this. And then Joe goes on TV to talk about how COVID has killed more people than World War I and II and Vietnam combined, and all this nonsense. Louisiana has some good food, man. I'm going to tell you now. I went there once and I wanted to go back more than once. However, if you're going to gorge on food from Louisiana, do not try to venture across state lines. I'm going to tell you now, if you gorge on it, spend the night. You'll need to be near somewhere that you can relieve yourself. I don't care how good your stomach lining is. I don't care. It'll find its way through you. But you will never regret it, though. Never. Never. Mr. Biden, I will never call him President Biden. Mr. Biden, perv in charge, squatter in chief, usurper on the throne, destroyer of America, lied. He'd been lying Biden. Oh, Biden been lying. More deaths than World War I, II, and the Vietnam War. Excuse me while I fall up these stairs. Continue to manipulate the American public. Help is on the way, people. We sent your money back to you. Well, we're going to end up taxing the hell out of it and then giving you a higher tax to even have on top of that. We'll make sure we rake it out of you next year. We'll shut down nearly 80% of the small businesses while dumping monies right back into the pockets of our investors and the ones that are riding our coattails and their special interests and our lobbyists. Yeah, I saw that Rand Paul thing. That was epic. This is the Democrat Party. But there are too many stupid people in America for it to make any real difference. I will say that again. There are too many stupid people in America for that kind of information to even make a difference. There are a ton of sheep, brainless, feckless sheep. The morons on the left. The ones that were dropped on their heads as children, caved in their skulls, and their brains dripped out, and no one caught it until they were almost to puberty, and they realized, oh, he's so stupid. He's a Democrat. And if you believe that I will apologize for saying any of the things I just said, you got another thing coming. If you're a Democrat listening to this, what I just said about you, I 100% believe. This is insane, folks. That this man could get on stage and no one challenged, absolutely no news network has ever challenged him on this statement. Not one. Not even Fox. Not that I've watched Fox in a long time. Even if you are a liberal, I'm going to say something now that people are going to say, what? You're giving liberals credit? I'll tell you why. If you are a liberal and you honestly believe that Southerners are overweight, fry food eating, tubby MFers, this chart on the screen before you should give you pause about the CDC. Dude, rednecks don't even try to hide the fact that they like their fried foods. They don't even try to hide the fact that they have heart disease. But the CDC says there are at least what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states where there is heavy lard eating be going down that don't have any heart disease deaths. These suckers be eating lard off of a stick with a bucket of fried chicken under the other arm, bucket of gravy in their kid's arm that they take the chicken out of to dip it in to eat. No heart disease. Oh my God. Wow. Look, I will tell you now. I know plenty people in the South. I know tons of them. I lived there for a long time. They have no problem admitting that they like fried foods. A lot of them know that they have some health issues. But they will also tell you about half of their family that have died as a result of heart issues. But the CDC will say otherwise. The same people that will tell you in one breath that the mask will keep a virus from flying through, but it'll tell you that same mask should not be worn during a fire to prevent smoke inhalation. We're supposed to ignore obvious things about micron size and how it's carried. Basic stuff that you don't have to be a neurologist, you need to be a doctor for, you don't need to be a virologist for. Basic stuff about transmission. You're supposed to ignore what you know and just listen to what they feel like feeding you. If that's you, yeah, that's a whole different level of dumb. You want a completely different level. I'm gonna tell you now, you're on a different level of dumb. This is exactly how I hear you trying to tell me or give me some sort of logical breakdown for listening to the CDC. You ready? You ready for a good one? This is what I hear when a liberal or a dumb lefty try to explain to me what they heard from the CDC. Who's ready for this? This is good stuff. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorites. Please sit back and enjoy a lefty trying to explain to you the value of what the CDC recommends to us. That's listening to a liberal try to explain the CDC to you. Yep. Toots, did you not hear it? Did it not have sound? Please tell me that had sound. Because if it didn't have sound, we're going to have to rectify that. Let's do it again because you missed out a lot. Let's do it. Oh no, it's going to be funnier, Kathy. Now you shall understand why I said let's play it. This is listening to a liberal. Here we go.
You know, a bunch of sounds provocative tweets, funny sounds provocative tweets.
Sorry, guys, but I had to. 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 Because that's all I hear. That is all I hear. That's as much sense as they make. If that's them. Him and Michael. Yeah. Guys, look. I handed you some information in the most Joe Biden-esque way I could do it. And by a Joe Biden-esque way, I meant hilarious. They are into selling you fear. They are the scarecrow. They are the scarecrow. We have to end up being Batman. And facing our own fear. And in facing our own fear, the scarecrow loses its power over us. He may have his people that he keeps beating up on, but won't be us. I was deathly sick this week, okay? I do not believe it was that thing. But even if it was, you see where I'm at. I'm still here. In the words of Elton John, I'm still standing. Yeah. If it was, it may have hurt, was very uncomfortable, aggravating, The biggest angering thing to me is that I did not do a thing. And that was, no. I ain't getting tested by nobody for nothing. No toots. Everybody kept telling me, you need to go to the doctor. I was like, no, I don't. God made ginger. God made garlic. God made honey. He made tea. Gave me a bed. Told me to go to sleep. Shiver it off. Shake it off. Sweat it out. Yeah, it was a horrible sensation, a horrible feeling. No, I did not have the pox. I mean, when I was younger, yes. And measles and mumps and all of them. I had all of those. No. They ain't gonna get me to get no sucker type treatment from them. Exactly. Exactly. I love me my ginger tea. Ain't no tea on earth gonna beat ginger tea. I'm taking that to my grave. Ginger and garlic mix, nothing beats that. Yeah, I'm still a little tired. I lost about 15 pounds, I think. But that'll happen when you just lie down and ain't do nothing and don't eat. I didn't lose my taste or nothing, or my smell. Smelling was harder to do only because of mucus buildup, but that's about it. But I also know how much hard, stupid work I did in my move. I spent 17 hours almost a day working on this new place to live in. There was all kinds of crazy people that used to live here before. Did all kinds of dumb drugs. I had to clean out all their nonsense. Heaven alone knows what I inhaled, you know? So, but then again, I also worked for years under people's houses where rats poop all the time. Tom, in this room, Tom knows exactly what an electrician has to inhale on a daily basis in residential alone. In residential alone, any electrician that's worked in residential will look at you when you say, aren't you worried about COVID? Will look at you and laugh. They will say, fool, I have been in crawl spaces where dead rats hanging still from the traps and stick traps, looking at me like, help me. And I'd have to move that thing out of my way without gloves, crawling through sewer mess, come back out, go out to my truck, don't have anything to wash your hands, grab your sandwich, eat your lunch, go back to work. Tom, am I lying? I want Tom to reply right now and let me know if what I just said is a lie. But Tom, please tell me if I am wrong when we will eat with dirty hands, touch our food, and go right back, never a day sick. You think we would be worried about that thing? Man, please. Man, please. Please. That's why what real men do when real men go to work, real men that do construction and hard labor, they don't care about your mask crap. And they don't care about your disease thing. They have no concern about you talking nonsense to them. Firefighters, exactly. Forest firefighters, they for sure don't care. Any man, woman, or child that has ever done some honest, hard trade work will never be afraid of that nonsense. Nope. Thank you, Tom. So all I know is when they tell me numbers, I know that they're lying because I know real people. I know real people. And their BS numbers do not equate to reality. So Joe, 303330, you can take your entire false administration and tumble up the stairs with it. Tumble up the stairs with it. Preferably in both hands so that you can't catch yourself. The whole Democrat Party, and maybe probably more like 60% of the Republican Party need to be gone. Gone, 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 gone. Removed from office, gone, gone. Voted out, gone. Tom, I'm asking you this. You want to have a live brainstorming session to do with that live that you had the other day? I think it'd be a great show because I was thinking about it. I'd been thinking about it, and I think it's something that we would benefit from, to have a out loud discussion and brainstorm. So are you available on Monday to do that? Because if you are, let's just do it. I'll send you the invite like we did last couple of times, a couple of 6 months ago or so. And you can just jump on with me, and we'll plan the show to just do it like that. That'll be our show on Monday, if you can do it Monday. We'll treat it like we did that prepper class we did. I don't know how many of you remember that prepper class and how to be prepared. And I had my buddy David on. We're going to do the same thing except with Tom. And we'll actually delve into the legal things we have as recourse, the constitutional things we have as recourse. I'm going to reach out to Roderick and see if he's not available too. So, because it'll be good to have his input on things too. So it might be Roderick, myself, and Tom. And get this thing rolling, because we cannot allow that fool to be in there much longer. Wherever the heck he is. My estimation is not the White House for sure, but wherever the hell that clown is, we need to get him back in his nursery home. Moron. Cool. Then I will reach out to you this weekend. We'll finalize a time, and you guys can just look out for notification for Monday, and we will do this. Now, trying to have Man of Justice on here, and and we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that because it's about time we start mobilizing. No more talk alone. We got to start prepping, planning. Deal? Perfect. He's been. I think he's been somewhere else, as far as I can see. Yeah, the YouTube is close. The YouTube is close. I want you guys to know that too. Thanks to all the subscriptions that have been coming along quite well. I think I'm at 680 or something like that now. 664. So I need to do one more little bout of advertising on my TikTok to see if I can get some of those guys come over here and start subscribing. Yeah, wear your Batman suit, and I'll wear my Robin suit. That's what we'll do. You be Batman, I be Robin. Or you can be Optimus Prime and I'll be Bumblebee. You pick whichever route you want to go. Batman, Robin, or Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. I think we'll need to be more Batman and Robin for this phase, and then we'll start implementing a Optimus Prime Bumblebee deployment. Yeah, that's what we'll do. This phase, Batman and Robin. Roll out, we'll do Autobots. Roll out. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one there. That'll be the way we'll do it. So guys, keep your head on a swivel with this nonsense. Don't let them, one, stop you from getting this information to people. When you know the facts are facts, spit it out, put it all over your Facebook. And don't let this clown, this old demented clown, keep talking his nonsense and not combat it with truth. Please don't let that be the case. The more of us chime in, the less power that fool's mouth has. Okay? Screw Joe Biden. Not the president. Usurper in chief. Usurper in chief. Facts. Don't care about your feelings. So, love you guys. Have a grand rest of the night and a grand weekend. And I will try and get with Tom tomorrow to formulate a time and get it notified for you guys to see and be good to a go. All right. And again, wisdom calls to you from the street. Choose wisdom. Peace.